Today, folks, can we unanimously agree that 2025 was arguably the worst year for gaming ever, thanks to Microsoft, a company that is so focused on just pumping chips into AI data centers. It's ruining the entire gaming industry after they gobbled up so many major gaming companies just to lay them off, cut the titles. I mean, my God. But I think there's some substance that is coming around the corner that is not only going to fill the hearts and dreams of gamers, but is going to make investors like me very rich. And of course, I want to talk about it, not as financial advice, just one finfluencer clown on the internet that is spewing his dreams and desires across the internet. But let's dive into this with first and foremost saying that yes, Microsoft in 2025 basically cut some major titles like Perfect Dark, major reboots, basically cut the hopes and dreams of so many game developers out there after we knew it was a bad idea for them to purchase things like Activision Blizzard. I mean, they just completely dismantled the entire gaming industry. On top of that, I mean, we saw what AI Slop did to Call of Duty. I mean, what a franchise that has gone through an absolute rupture from, daily active users, people finally giving up on this. And as somebody that loved Call of Duty Zombies, I mean, I've got my Juggernog mini fridge down here, guys. I don't play this game anymore. My friends have given up on this game. It's just become micro slop or just AI slop virtually, right? It's crazy too that the fact that, Xbox and micro slop has gotten so damn greedy. This Kinect device actually outsold Xboxes during, Black Friday. The Game Pass, this was the $1.50 Costco hot dog and drink. That to Xbox's dream for gamers, the thing that gamers could hold on to get real value in the gaming market, jack the price up, ruin this for gamers. People are just giving up, guys. We're not even going to get a next generation console because Microsoft is so busy gobbling up anything gamers need to play games, their RAM, their graphics cards, that you can't build a PC, let alone expect the next console to come out because Microsoft knows no one's going to want to pay the price of what it currently costs to build these things. Now, I know I'm complaining a lot. As a gamer deep down inside that primarily focuses on VR these days, I still have hope. I still have major expectations because we have this year, let's pray, the substance of GTA 6 that is still, I think, bubbling up in the surfaces of gamers that, kind of put this on the back burner, that know that they want something that's going to be great. And I think this title has that opportunity to still, reign supreme, is the most valued piece of entertainment media ever produced. And I mean, we see it in the search traffic, right? Like GTA 6 arguably gets more search traffic now, even though the game's still not coming out for virtually another year, than it did when it was announced, which is kind of incredible when you think about it, right? So I want to talk about this from an investment standpoint. We've talked about Take-Two Interactive. I made about 14-15% off of it playing into the GTA 6 hype. I sidelined the investment, pulled out of it for the time being because of the delays, the market risk in between for a company that is unprofitable, dilute shareholders. But I'm here to tell you, when we run the math on this, it's getting better and juicier than even my initial expectations were. So if you're on a path to financial independence, if one day you'd like to retire early, again, not financial advice, just one influencer or clown on the internet, spewing out his hopes and dreams, join me on your journey. Hit that subscribe button, folks, because right now Take-Two Interactive, the parent company to Rockstar, the developer of GTA 6, is trading down 5%. This is a behemoth of a company, by the way. It's $43 billion, which a lot of people think that makes it a lot harder for us to make money. It's hard to go from 40 billion to 80 or 100 plus billion, but trust me, the math behind this is quite exceptional, and I hope the stock keeps going down in general because I think Wall Streeters don't really understand and have come nowhere near close to pricing in the reality of this game. I am starting to expect that, and again, this is going to be like one of my predictions for 2026, that this will be a $100 billion company by 2027. And again, I'm going to explain to you why, I know. But firstly, Rockstar, they've been quiet. They have really shut up recently. There's been a lot of drama around the company between unionization, game leaks, that they fired like over 30 people that led to protest outside of Rockstar headquarters. And if you look at their press releases, there's been nothing. The company has purely just been focusing on earnings, keeping their heads down and just trying to stay out of the drama. And if we take a look at their last earnings, which we're going to have another earnings period come up very soon, which I think is going to be exceptional because they've been doing great. They have major titles. I mean, they've got sports divisions. They've got mobile that they're crushing right now, and their net bookings for fiscal 2026 are expected to be 6.4 to 6.5 billion, which was above analyst expectations. And now they're claiming the release on November 19th, 2026 for GTA 6. So the company's fundamental titles have been driving it earnings, and they've been doing good. I mean, they have been growing. I mean, total net bookings grew 33% to 1.96 billion compared to 1.47 billion during this time last year. They're seeing double-digit revenue growth on the current titles that exist out there. So they're doing good. There's still a lot of appetite for gamers out there. And when we take a look, I mean, we got to remember, like 2 years ago, I can't believe it's been 2 years already since the first trailer came out that just broke YouTube records. And since then, we've really only had that second trailer come out, which didn't get nearly the viewership. But I think fundamentally this game isn't going to be driven off like, media stirring. I don't think there's any media stirring that is going to drive this company like it did originally. Because I mean, we've been seeing some titles come out, or like headlines like Russia threatens to ban GTA 6 unless this immoral content is removed, and apparently it has to do with there's apparently going to be male strippers, no longer female. We're agnostic to that in 2026, so we're going to be getting a delightful amount of content on the spectrum, shall we say. Regardless, I don't think these kind of headlines, which I feel like they're just headlines to stir hype, won't matter anymore. I mean, it's not like it's the early 2000s when you go back and watch, the boomers freaking out that like the stuff you could do in Vice City, which is like literally, it doesn't even paramount to what you can do in video games today. But that media is really what made this, franchise what it is. But now I think it's millennials that potentially just want to relive their childhood. They want to play with their kids. I think that's what this game is going to be, and I think we still see it in the numbers. Like, I think that's what's going to drive the sales, and we'll dig a little deeper into this, right? I want to talk about the PlayStation first and foremost. The best thing that GTA 6 has done is made this for current consoles, because the reality is there's not going to be a next gen console probably anytime soon. So when this game drops, I think coming into next year, the amount of people that will have acquired PlayStation 5s, and Xbox, the current series, I think it's expanding pretty rapidly, because apparently PS5 and growing base for hardware sales are exceeding 84 million units that were sold by late 2025. Now, we don't know what the price of this game is going to be. I think gamers are willing to pay whatever for this game. I hope they actually price this game over $100. But even if you use $100 at a base, and again, this is like on the higher spectrum here, obviously, if we take 84 million, and I mean, you can do the math here, guys, you times it by 100, I mean, that's 8.4 billion dollars in potential sales if every single PlayStation buys this game. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the reality, but still, I mean, you can run the math any way you want. If even a third of PlayStations buy this game, I mean, you're still talking about billions upon billions of dollars, let alone Xbox and the later release on PCs, right? So you do the math on this, because right now, I mean, the company is, again, only generating 6.4 billion with their current titles. So with the current titles plus the release of GTA 6 into the holiday season, which is a great time to release this game, I am expecting that there's real capability that this company is going to generate, very likely maybe anywhere from 10 on the conservative range to $20 billion, which virtually right now is half their market cap. So I think that is not unreasonable to expect, and I don't think Wall Streeters are big gamers out there. And I just don't think they understand the reality of the potential that is coming for this. So, I think if this game and the current revenues that are being generated by this company balloon up to that $15-20 billion range, that it isn't unreasonable for the valuation of this company. My conservative valuation was around 80 billion, but I don't think it's unreasonable for this thing to stretch to maybe over 100-125 billion. I think the hype when this title starts dropping the bombshell reality that it is still going to be the most sold piece of media ever produced, that Wall Street will wake up, because no one's still talking about it. They're too focused on AI slop, chips, gold, all the other stuff, right? And I'm a guy that tries to look for hidden value in the market, and I still think it exists here. So my plans virtually remain the same. I'm going to wait a bit longer. I think with the stock dropping, I'm getting a little bit more excited. I'm hoping it continues to go down, but I will potentially, probably closer to spring, summer, I want to give it about a good 6-month leeway before I start cost averaging back into this. And I will likely, scale a reasonable position into this just to play the GTA 6 hype. And we'll see if it kind of comes into fruition. And that's my plan right now. And I'll keep you updated on this channel, obviously. But if you're a big gamer out there, I'd love to know what you think about the gaming industry as a whole. Is this something that interests you? I'd love to know what you think on your math behind this. Let me know in that comment section below. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.